Welcome back to a brand new episode of Charm City Beat. It is week one. We get revenge against the Buffalo Bills on Sunday Night Football. Ravens are traveling on the road, which
Again.
would have been great to be at home. But football's back, people. It's been a while. We've all been on at the table together, but we're back. We're back, our week-to-week show. Guys, how y'all been? Jordan?
Good. Been busy anticipating this week for so long, and here we are. Ravens, we're a few days away, and it's gonna be a huge game, and it's a chance for redemption out the gate. I don't think it means all is forgiven from last year's, playoff loss up in Buffalo, but it's an opportunity to right the ship and start the season off 1-0, which is what we did not do last year.
Yeah, I'm starting off the year official first jersey here. Derrick Henry.
Hey, fresh.
I have another new jersey that should be here soon, but hopefully I'm not wearing that anytime soon, as I do not change jerseys if we win.
Well,
ideally, I do not wear a lot of jerseys.
Yeah.
And then will you ever wear Derrick Henry again if we lose?
Derrick Henry, he'll rotate back around. Once I get my wonderful new 14 Kyle Hamilton, I will have a rotation of 4 with him, Pancake, and Owe. So, like I said, ideally I'm not switching a lot. That's what the plan is. It's usually gone well the past couple of years. Not too many jersey switches, but yeah, starting here fresh. I honestly don't remember whose turn it was supposed to be after last division round lost anyway, so this is the nicest looking one.
I was gifted a Justin Tucker jersey for Christmas, and
ironically, I lost one of those. I have it sitting. It's over there in a pile right now. I'm still not sure what to do with it yet.
I guess probably donate to the Goodwill.
No, I'm just gonna keep it.
Give that to the Goodwill.
Just like all my Ravens cups that have Tucker on, I'm just gonna kind of keep them in the back of my. I'm sure at some point I'm think he'll come back and we'll like him again.
I just think that ship has sailed, man.
Now that's on air. That's live. We have that.
That's on record.
I can't wait for him to come back, Ross.
No, not in any playing capacity. No, not at all. I'm talking years down the line. I mean,
you mean like how they do JK?
I mean, it's like I said, we not to that extent, but
Ray Rice.
That's what I meant. Ray Rice. Shit.
I was like, JK is currently for the Broncos.
That's on me.
But
oh man, yeah, I don't know. I mean,
that's how you open a show, gentlemen.
Yeah, we got a show to talk about. No, it's week one. It's great to be back. I love doing this weekly. We're coming into year 9 of Charm City Media. The channel has been around for 9 years. So this is a really exciting. Our 9th season. Next year will be the 10th, because people know how to count. But yeah, the Bills. Guys, I'm excited. It's going to be much better weather. Hopefully, people bring their catching gloves. Not going to say names because I'm sure we'll talk about it. No, I have high hopes about this Ravens team. I haven't been this high on a Ravens team probably in a while. On paper, I can't say there's been a better roster the Ravens have had.
What I like about this game this season is that we're getting Derrick Henry having spent a year in this offense. I remember last year against the Chiefs, we hadn't seen Lamar and Henry in the same backfield at all. Mm-hmm. And then I felt like Kansas City was growing pains. I would say Oakland was growing pains. Dallas was growing pains. Really, it was Buffalo week 4 where we finally saw what this offense was capable of, because I think Derrick Henry was getting used to playing in the pistol. Lamar was getting used to having a superstar Hall of Fame running back next to him. And I think getting that going into this season is so big, because it's going to allow the rest of the offense to just do their thing early on. Like there's no missing of a beat.
Plus another year just alone with Lamar and Monken.
Exactly.
Whoever else is on that offense, those two have been together again.
Yeah.
Nothing has been improved since they've been together.
I will say I'm really excited to see what happens this season. Again, like you guys all just stated, same roster, pretty much the same roster, honestly. Your playmakers are virtually the same. Add in D-Hop, we'll see what he can do. But offensively, the playmakers are all the same.
It's unbelievable. The fact that they're bringing back 10 out of 11 starters on defense, on offense. Your weakest link on offense, probably Aguilar, is now a future Hall of Famer, and DeAndre Hopkins, who, at the end of the day, he's going to catch balls on third down. He's going to take that nickel corner and just abuse him. He's a tremendous route runner, maybe the best route runner in the NFL still to this day, and just the ability for Lamar to throw it to him and know that he's probably going to catch contested catches, things that Aguilar was good. But this is a superstar, and even if he's slower than he was, he's still that guy. I feel like, and he's in a place in his career where he's looking for a ring, more than he's looking for accolades. And I think that's kind of like Odell Beckham, but a little bit better, even probably.
Yeah. I almost want to say he should be Lamar's Anquan Bolden to Joe Flacco, someone who basically like I can throw it there, he's gonna catch it, guaranteed.
I will say with Anquan, I feel like he was more number one, whereas Zay
I in that terms, yes, but I'm talking about more. I can look there. I'm gonna throw it there. He's gonna catch it there. Yeah, we had Bateman, but it was he's getting better. Zay, he's improving, but we know Hopkins, he's catching it. It's Lamar can be like, crap, kind of like he's did with Andrews in the past few years before his receivers have improved. Now it's going to be, where's Hopkins? Okay, boom. And let's also not forget, we're getting a healthy Keaton Mitchell back.
Yeah.
A sneaky piece that not going to be used much early on in the backfield because we have Derrick Henry and Justice Hill. He'll be there, and people aren't going to think about him.
I think he's going to get 9 or 10 carries in that Bills game. He had 9 or 10 carries every game in 2023, and he was turning into 100 yards. I feel like if we give him that, I think, honestly, Hill will end up being purely a third down back. And maybe that's my feeling. I don't know what your thoughts are about
that. I would be very satisfied with that. Again, he brings a certain speed element that's, not saying Justice is slow in any way, shape, or form, but
Justice Hill ain't slow, and Justice Hill is,
yeah,
he's definitely gonna take the carrot blunt. And like I said, I believe they're mainly gonna use Keaton and Ali a lot on kickoff returns.
Oh yeah,
sure. Especially with the new rule. Because like I'm talking to people, do you want to give Lamar Jackson the ball at the 35-yard line guaranteed?
Fuck no.
I still think, though, you see Keaton Mitchell, maybe even on that second series. I think they're going to try to keep Derrick Henry. Now, obviously, this is a hell of a gauntlet to start the year. Buffalo, Cleveland, Kansas City, and Detroit. Not in that order. But the fact they've got 4 teams in a row, I think you're going to want to rely on Derrick Henry in those games. But I do think you're going to see a series where it's just Keaton Mitchell versus Derrick Henry. And then
do that.
And it's going to be unbelievable because that as Ross said, the change in the speed, the change in pace.
Oh, definitely between Henry and Mitchell, that is almost a complete 180 to you got a monster truck running straight at you, then you switch to a Ferrari that's zipping and zipping in between lanes. Plus, you got the SUV in between with Hill, who can almost do both.
Yeah, I will say another key outside of running ball. We are going to have to run the ball. We got to control the clock. We got to play Ravens football. I say this every goddamn week. Play Ravens football, and that's going to include not having a lot of turnovers. And we got to do better than 3 turnovers in that divisional round last year. Again, this is week 1. This is where the Ravens really benefit from the element of surprise. Again, we know how John Harbaugh runs. He always is plugging new things into the playbook. So again, this is where there's no tape on the Ravens whatsoever. We don't play our starters. So it favors the Ravens to just play smart football and not turn the ball over. And I think we have a grip on this shit.
We also have Zay Flowers he was not in that Buffalo game. Yep. We did not obviously have DeAndre Hopkins. He was not in that Buffalo game, obviously. We will not have most likely. But I do think you have one pissed off Mark Andrews, who's going to be the video before the game, probably on, they're going to interview him. Every time he catches the ball, they're going to talk about it. Every time he drops the ball, they're going to talk about it. Chip on the shoulder that I think is going to carry him in this game probably throughout the season. I think he's sneaky going to have a huge year. A lot on the line for Mark Andrews. His long-term future and his status here. Sorry.
Yeah, no, this is definitely, again, I can't think of a player with a better redemption plot than Mark Andrews. This is either going to make or break him, honestly. This is do or die. But I think production comes. I mean, Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews have probably one of the best quarterback tight end relationships next to Pat Mahomes and Travis Kelce. And Mark Andrews and Lamar Jackson are way younger and probably more fresh than Travis Kelce, who's pushing almost 40. So again, it's gonna be beautiful. The story writes itself.
Yeah, and as soon as Mark Andrews catches that first pass, I think he's going to forget about it, and they're just going to fall out.
It's over.
Lamar has been apologizing for him all year because he was just as much as fault in that game. He brought the team back to within 2. Unfortunately, what happened. But if Mark Andrews catches that 2-point conversion, we're not even talking about that fumble that he had earlier on. You know what I mean? Like, we're going overtime probably, and we probably lose some other heartbreaking freaking way. That's just the Ravens. But that's the thing this year. It's who cares about the opening game? Who cares about the regular season? Is what can they do when they get to the dance? But obviously, you got to start with week 1, and it starts.
Yeah, I mean, straight up, like the Ravens, we know what we can do regular season. We know how that shit gonna go.
Oh no, it's. I think as we talked about last week, Gerald, and when we briefly run over this earlier, I don't give a damn anymore from September to January or whenever the regular. We've been there, done that. It's. I'm pretty sure there's a quote somewhere on this. I think Harbaugh said Super Bowl or bust. It's not close to it. It's that point. I mean, we've talked about it. We have many analysts said we have the most talented roster. Like I said, we are bringing back everyone. We accept trading Aguilar for Hopkins and whatever our third running back, a healthy Keaton Mitchell instead of whatever he was last year.
Yeah.
Our whole defense is pretty much back. It's adding Jair, adding Malik. We have 5 first-round picks.
Mike Green.
We have 5 first-round picks in our secondary. We got Mike Green coming off the edge now. We got Namde. We got Owe. We have Kyle Van Noy.
I kind of like Trenton Simpson in year 3. I think year 2.
Trenton Simpson.
He didn't start year 1, so year 2 really was growing pains for him next to Roquan. And I think they found a way the way this defense is going to work is that they don't need Trenton Simpson, but it's nice to have him when you don't play dime. And I think he did well in the preseason. I thought there was moments where he shined. I think he's the one that tipped that ball that Armour Davis, may rest in peace with the Titans now, intercepted. So like that's a big. I think I'm looking forward to what he brings to the table too. And Buchanan obviously drafted in the 6th.
So the only thing I've heard people mention about both those two, with one, how deep our secondary is.
Yep.
And also how pass heavy a lot of teams are becoming now. There might be more a safety or a corner stepping in next to Roquan just because they're just easier to cover. But not that Teddy or Trenton can't, but
I think there's pure. I think in the red zone and there's pure running drives, like
100%.
Run it. But I mean, yeah, you're right because Kyle Hamilton is going to be up in the slot now a lot. I think you're going to see Malachi Starks up in there sometimes, and Hamilton's going to drop back. A lot of opportunities there with Marlon Humphrey now. This is pretty. But then all those guys they kept that were undrafted free agents, like Lowry is physical, and
Higgins.
Higgins is, and then the guy had the pick 6 in that game. Like it's 3 guys that can just. You can put them anywhere and they just make plays. And I think they're going to play. They don't make the team unless they're going to play.
Yeah, I think bringing it back to week 1 specifically, that's what you're going to need against Josh Allen. Because again, Josh Allen is as much a running threat. I mean, he's not as good a running threat. I think Lamar Jackson is definitely a better runner, no question. But that run threat is still there. And the pieces that we have in place, the speed that we have, I think can keep up with him. I mean, last year, that game, he gave up 147 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground. I mean,
most of that was in the first half. They just they Raven footballed us. They ball control. They ran it down our throat. They ball. I mean, like so, we came back in the second half because
no doubt they're going to try it again.
They are, and now James Cook is happy with us. He has a new contract, but other than that. What have the Bills done? I mean, they just signed Gabe Davis.
Yeah.
I think what will help, the addition of Malachi Starks allows you to move Kyle Hamilton back up in the box a little bit. And I think it's just an opportunity to be a little more physical in the front seven. I think we were on our heels last year, even when we were a really good defense down the stretch. You were always kind of playing conservatively because you had to. Secondary with Stevens and with Washington back there was a little bit of inexperience and a little bit of inability, honestly. And I feel like Hamilton allowed you to do that, but he wasn't able to be as aggressive. Kyle Hamilton aggressive. He's on the short list for defense player of the year. I think that's why they drafted Starks. That's why they were blessed that he fell in there.
And people also pointed out with him able to do that, Roquan can go back to what he was doing that same year because they both fell off. Kyle Hamilton not so much because he just did what he did just deeper. You could tell Roquan was missing something.
Yeah,
Preston wasn't the guy at that moment to be next to him, and they needed. So he was slow. People were saying, I think he was just slow because he was like, I have to cover a little bit more here.
Exactly, and I don't think he's truly a cover linebacker.
Like Roquan had to do again things that he normally doesn't do. He's a Ray Lewis. He's a stop the gap runner. I mean, run defender. He's athletic enough, but I just don't think they had him in the best position. And I mean, we had to deal with what we had to deal with. That's why we made the moves we made.
I think Jair Alexander coming in on this team allows you to keep Wiggins on the number 2 and allows you to use Marlon Humphrey like the chess piece that he is. And obviously, I think Tampa also is going to play in that role. But then obviously Kyle Hamilton, just allowing him to unleash him, the queen of the chessboard that he is. It's going to be so much fun to watch. And I think it's something that the Bills, it's going 0 to 75 miles an hour real fast for Buffalo. And they probably don't want any of this smoke.
No, this is again, we're about to find out how the Ravens football playing is going to go down this year. I have high hopes. Again, I can't say that enough. I have very high hopes for this roster. This is a very special roster, and I'm saying that on record right now. We'll check back in about 20 weeks. Wow. I'm really excited.
Be objective and still be drinking the Kool-Aid with this team. I feel like when you look at the roster, the pundits, when you've got guys like Lamar Jackson who are the betting favorite for the MVP, finishing second with Derrick Henry in the top 10 of the players in the league, and on the opposite side, knowing Kyle Hamilton is in the running for Defensive Player of the Year and all the Pro Bowlers and all, it's literally the best roster assembled on paper. And so they should be running the table. They should be doing all the damage that we expect them to.
Let's talk about the top 100. Let's just, we got a lot of players in the top 60. Kyle Hamilton was at 51. Roquan was at 40 because, again, he's a dog. But, again, like you mentioned.
Should that be switched? I feel like Kyle Hamilton should be way higher. I feel like that's not the
Roquan might have got it on legacy alone, just he's a veteran. We'll give him a few steps more. But I think, to me, honestly, Kyle Hamilton is more important to the defense.
If you're building a defense right now in this day of age, name me 10 players you would start your team with. Kyle Hamilton is probably top 5 in that list, along with like TJ Watt. Probably Micah Parsons is one, but I guarantee Hamilton's top 5. He's probably the best safety. He's definitely the best chess piece.
Easily. It's kind of crazy. Again, I think they're about to fuck around and find out because look at the stadium practice. Kyle Hamilton got big.
Did he?
Kyle got big. He put on some muscle. So you match that with his skill set, his brain, over. I'm calling top 20 next year.
I think he's top. I think he. I don't know if he'll win it because it's traditionally a defensive edge, and also because Satan, I think it was for the Denver Broncos, won it last year. I can't see them going defensive back again. But if he does, if he has the year where he has 7 or 8 or 9 sacks and 5 or 6 picks, a couple touchdowns, 100 plus tackles, how do you not give it to him on the best defense in the NFL in that case?
Again, he got his $100 million contract. $100 million, that's what it was? $100 million?
When you combine everything.
Yeah. Total combined $100 million. Rightfully so. You got to pay the man. Again, he's homegrown talent, first-round pick. He plays years above his age. Again, in terms of just how of a veteran he already is. It's incredible. And he's a leader. Again, something the Ravens have needed. The Ravens have needed homegrown leadership. And he brings that. But getting into the top 10 of this list, Derrick Henry at number 7, literally probably one of the top 2 running backs him, Saquon, give or take. But Lamar Jackson at number 2. Oh, the disrespect continues, man.
Don't know that didn't move. I mean, he only could have moved up one spot, but he couldn't even do that.
I will say Saquon won the Super Bowl. And if that's in regards to that, I will guess edge him above, but
85 spots?
Ravens aren't shit without him. So
I mean, who do you game plan for? Do you game plan for Saquon or do you game plan for Lamar? The last time I checked, Saquon really didn't do that much with New York. He got to a team with everyone around him, and then he became a 2,000-yard rusher. By the way, 22 more carries than Henry, and he had like 60 more yards. Had Henry had the same amount of carries, he would have blown him away because he had more touchdowns and he had better yards per carry. So I think Henry's getting a little disrespected here in age 30.
Down. Just off the record here, for the first time in channel history, we're doing a fantasy draft by my commissioner straight lied to everyone and said it was 7:30. Oh, by the way, I picked 16 out of 16.
Ew.
Don't worry, I'll be able to get someone. I should be able to get who he not in, because everyone's going to be on auto draft because they think the draft's at 7:30.
That's crazy. Well, that's crazy.
That's 3 drafts I've had near the back end, but this is the worst one. Last pick. When do we had 2 teams? This was a 14-team league.
I do think with Lamar, there's definitely, and when the players and real life, I think it's just voter fatigue. You hear that word a lot. I think that's why Josh Allen got MVP last year, because Lamar was quarterback 1 in the All Pro votes. And then this year, I think the sexy pick is Saquon Barkley. He's the Madden cover. He's hurdling people backwards. He had 2,000 yards rushing. Yes, his team won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on how his team do. I think it might be Burrow's time because they don't like even at the running backs anymore.
The only reason Burrow is going to win it is if they win the AFC North and he has a huge year, because touchdowns ain't going to get done. And
but they don't like running backs anymore winning MVPs.
No, I think Lamar. There's a chance Lamar gets it because he didn't win it last year, but we'll see it. But I think he's going to have better stats than Burrow.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I can't even begin to think about MVP this year. Again, I don't.
All seeing it. Good God.
I definitely don't want Lamar. I mean, he probably deserves it, but it's like, again, I guess superstition's out the fucking door, to be honest with you. I don't know. I
will say this: if Lamar Jackson's in position to win it again, the Ravens have gone 14-3 or 15-2. Like that means they've won a lot of games, probably the number 1 seed. And Lamar has done Lamar things. And if Lamar does Lamar things, that means Derrick Henry's going to do Derrick Henry things. And it's just going to be an unbelievable offense. It's probably last year we're going to see Todd Monken because he's about to get paid to be a head coach.
I was about to say this is definitely a big year for Todd. Last year I was surprised that he wasn't picked off. This year, if it's another, if we're looking at another type of season, without a doubt, this.
Again, if we do anything remotely goes last year, he's gone. Because
this is a crossroads year. I feel like a lot of people won't be able to see him next year. If we win the Super Bowl, you're not going to see a lot of people come back. It's just it's like when they won in 12, I didn't care what they did after that. For like 5 years, I was so cool with just the fact that we had a team in Baltimore again. Like, we won the Super Bowl. And so I think that there's so many people that are going to get fired if we don't win this year. People that aren't going to come back this year. Like John Harbaugh is probably in the hot seat if we don't win this year. You can't have this talent and not win again.
Yeah, definitely. Harbaugh has to be in the hot seat at this point. Again, it's
unfair, but it's just that's the way it is. Like we're not the Cleveland Browns. You know what I mean? Like
we're not. I mean, again, it just gets repetitive. And as a fan base, I always say this, we're fucking spoiled.
We are 100%.
Spoiled fan base, probably one of the most spoiled fan bases in the NFL. And it's like you just want more. Again, this is a do or die year. You look at this roster, you look at the moves they've done, it's saying do or die. Like Derrick Henry's got maybe 2 solid years left. I mean, the guy does seem to get better as he's gotten older, which is crazy. But Lamar Jackson's going to be 30. Mark Andrews is about to enter his 30. Marlon's probably going to retire in 2 years. I could see that. Maybe even this year if it works out better.
Roquan, how much more we got him?
Roquan,
Stanley, I'm surprised he even came back. Like, I mean, they're doing a good job of drafting and getting guys in, but and then also health. Like we were blessed last year to have a full healthy team minus Flowers. This year again, knock on wood, we're good to go through the season, and that doesn't happen all the time. And it's rare when your offense and your defense are top 5 units to have everything the way they have. 10 guys come back on offense. Oh, and by the way, we added Hopkins.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. And Keaton Mitchell is coming back. And obviously, I think we had Zay Flowers and Keaton Mitchell last year. We probably do win the Super Bowl. I think they're that important to this offense and their ability to stretch the field vertically and across the middle, and just having that speed with Keaton Mitchell in the flat and coming off the way he moves around. Like, it's just unbelievable addition to this football team. I mean, the sky's the limit, and I think heads will roll if they don't win this football game this year.
I couldn't agree with you more. Again, we don't have the excuses, because I personally forget every now and then that we didn't have Zay Flowers even. Again, that's how crazy the fucking game was. This year, we have no excuses. There are so many targets that each target that Lamar has is somewhat reliable.
Yep.
You got Bateman playing out of his fucking mind. You got Zay. I imagine he looks great still from what I've seen, the clips I've seen.
He's shifty. I saw him in person.
And he's bigger. He's a little bigger now. And he's going to stop running backwards and stuff. Like, he's going to focus. I'm excited about the fact that this team hopefully can get a bye and get a home game in the playoffs in the divisional round. Like,
that would be cool.
Can we avoid the lake wind and 3%, 3-degree weather? Like, that didn't help us either.
Mm-mm. No, not at all. I would definitely prefer to play in Baltimore. I don't know. He did a good AFC championship that one year, but whatever. It's a new era. It's a new year. Let's get into the injury report as we wind down. Ross, what we got going on, man?
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. I mean, I have Tom. I got the stupid last pick. Yeah. But anyway, the obvious one, Isaiah Likely, he did not participate. Foot had surgery on August 1st. Expected back around week 3 or 4. Harbaugh sees a little ahead of schedule, so they're not going to rush him. They've done that before. It never goes well.
And they would have IR'd him if he
yes, if he was going to miss any more time than just a few weeks, they would have IR'd him. They would have kept someone on the team. They would have manipulated it better, but they're expecting him back sooner.
My guess is Monday night at home against Detroit. He's going to come out with that offense.
He's going crazy.
They're probably going to start the year, is my guess, out the tunnel. What do you guys think? What's your prediction?
I think
it's going to Detroit's the second game. So
yeah, Cleveland. Cleveland.
It's week 2 against Cleveland.
Right. So, and then it's Detroit. And so I'm thinking they bring the defense out week 2, and then week 3, it's the offense with the lights off, black jerseys.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's gonna be great.
Anyway, Pat Ricard did not participate with a calf, and
you good?
Yeah, he hasn't practiced since August 14th, which is mildly concerning for people, and he's kind of what sort of makes this place offense run a little bit sometimes.
Waffle these days, French toast.
So don't know what we're gonna do there. We might pull up the fullback tight end on the practice squad. We'll see there. Daniel, that stupid Google Docs is disrespectful people's names. Falalele. That's still my bane of my existence. He was limited with an illness.
No.
Stay away from Lamar, you sick person. And as we talked, Jair, he was limited with a knee, and he returned to practice today. So, like I said, Jordan pointed out, he's probably going to get a lot of vet days. They're going to maintain him. And as people point out, he's here for January.
I think most of his team's here for January. So I think most of his team, I don't think you see Derrick Henry practice all that much midweek. I think that's an opportunity to give more reps to guys like, Keaton Mitchell. And Ali, who probably needed a little more because if God forbid anything happens, you need them playing. Get him in there.
Let's be honest here. We know Derrick Henry will be ready. We've seen his training regimen.
Same with Marlon. Humphrey. Give Trey Wiggins, a lot more opportunity.
Sorry, good draft.
Veteran guys. No, it's gonna be week one. Week one. Oh my god.
Do we have predictions, you guys?
I don't do those.
Huh?
They never go well when I predict things.
So
Well,
I will sit there quietly while you two can predict stuff.
do we think it comes down to a Tyler Loop 47-yard field goal with 17 seconds to go?
Jordan, the fucking drama writes itself. That's exactly it.
That's TV right there, right? And of course, it allows you to talk about
Baby.
Tucker and all this. And if he makes it, oh my god! If he misses it, oh my god!
We'll come back to Baltimore.
Can you imagine if the Ravens lose yet another heartbreaker in the season opener on the fucking road against the playoff team? Or do they turn around and win this game? Redemption story. They beat Buffalo, a year after losing to them in the playoffs. And you know what? They started 1-0. And now they're 1-0 against a playoff team. Control the AFC. Get some. Like poetry in motion, boys, no matter what happens as a writer. Pump.
As a writer, as a beat writer, this shit.
2 leads that you can write before this game starts.
Yeah, you got your headlines ready.
And if Mark Andrews catches it or drops it, like, come on. Opportunities.
The storyline is there, and it's going to be fucking nuts regardless. Again, Sunday Night Football. The NFL knew what the fuck they were doing. They knew.
Josh Allen versus Lamar Jackson is always theater. And you get prime time, and it's going to be amazing.
It's kind of crazy when you think about it, like just how many superstar quarterbacks there are now. Like I feel like there was a period where it was like you had a few, just had a few, but it's like I mean you put Lamar Jackson with most, like you could put Lamar Jackson, Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts 2.0. I would like to see that again.
That's
Lamar
Jackson,
that
I would love to see.
I hate to say it's Lamar Jackson.
I think that's why he was, all pro first team. That's why he's got 2 MVPs. Should have a third. He's won the Heisman. He's done everything you could do from a personal standpoint. The only thing missing now is a ring. He's even gotten to the AFC Championship. He's got the first home championship game in organization history. Joe Flacco couldn't even do that. Like we're there. Like he's literally the only thing left is a ring. And if he gets a ring, he's already first ballot. But I think if it's John Harbaugh in the Hall of Fame, Derrick Henry's going to have everything he needs, and it's hard to see Derrick Henry in the Hall of Fame without a ring. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's one of those players like Ray Lewis, like Ed Reed. Like,
he's got to.
He's going to get his ring.
I do think Hall of Fame for him, no matter what. But he's right out the gates, retirement, dude. Your jacket's on the way if you get
100%.
It's over.
And it kind of reminds me of that narrative with the Steelers. They couldn't beat the Steelers. Do you remember that? Like, despite how good this team was, and last year they broke through. They beat them not just once but twice in like a 2-week span.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where we're at with the playoffs. For once we get that, that Super Bowl berth, win or lose, like we're there. And I think the thing with Peyton Manning, it took him, I think it was 10 years to win. Like he was drafted in '98. He won the Super Bowl in 07. So like he's older then than Lamar is now. And he probably had, and the reason that we didn't talk about it as much is that social media didn't exist. Talk radio wasn't this ridiculous. Sports was about blasting a person at 9 a.m. while trying to eat my eggs. Like, it was highlights. Like, everyone understood Peyton Manning was really good. He just couldn't win the big one. But we didn't, like, cry about it. But he won his MVPs. He did everything. It was 3. He won MVP. They didn't win shit that year.
Yeah. I've long since compared Lamar Jackson to Peyton Manning because their paths do seem very parallel, where you have a dominant quarterback in Pat Mahomes, a Tom Brady, who is him. Again, he is Timothy. And then you have a Lamar Jackson who has more than enough skills. Shit, probably even if you put them pound for pound together, is better than Pat Mahomes athletically. No question in my mind. I think Lamar Jackson is a better quarterback. I just think he's had a little less luck than Pat Mahomes. And that's why Lamar doesn't have the rings yet. I think it's coming. I can't imagine not.
And once it comes, the narrative, I cannot wait for it to end. I just cannot wait because then there's no doubt at all. All. You don't say, oh, he's only got 1 Super Bowl? Like, fuck off.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Stop pushing the goalposts.
I've never seen
if they don't do the push the goalposts, what's Nick Wright, Manny Ocho, and Who's the other ones who
Nick
love
Wright
everyone else?
to win the
I don't
AFC.
give a fuck about any of those guys.
Yeah.
Real
Yeah.
talk. Couldn't give a fuck. Just talking heads on cable television. Shut up. Oh my God. Football's back. I'm excited. Looking around the league, the division, because I don't want to talk too much about anybody really. Joe Flacco versus the Bengals. What about that? Joe fucking Flacco, yo.
I'm starting him in one of my leagues.
Really?
He's playing the Bengals defense, and I have half a mind to start him in our 14-team league, but I think the way we reward quarterbacks in this league, Prescott's going to have like 40 completions, even if they lose the game to the Eagles. But like, I think Flacco's going to have 2 or 3 touchdown passes probably. It's a really bad Bengals team, and then he comes around and plays the Ravens in Baltimore. Narrative. You can't write these things.
You can't write these stories. Somebody's going to have a great story. I just don't know who yet. Somebody's going to have a very beautiful story.
Well, I mean, not only is Flacco playing the Browns against the Bengals, he did this 17 years ago on his debut.
Yeah.
Started the season against the Bengals. He won that game.
Yeah, he had a huge rush too in that game.
Oh man! And in the dumpster fire of the week, you got Aaron Rodgers versus Justin Fields and the Jets.
Woo!
I love the storylines in that game because you've got Aaron Rodgers returning to play the Jets, Justin Fields returning to play the Steelers.
Yeah, they're just soft quarterbacks.
It's unbelievable. And then I think Pittsburgh beats the shit out of them. But
who the fuck is putting these schedules together? That's
a great game from a standpoint of narratives.
Oh, yeah.
It's fantastic.
Someone who truly just loves the story is putting these schedules together because this shit, again, you can't write. You can't even make this shit up. It's wild.
I just hate to have to wait till Sunday night.
Yeah.
The Eagles kick off Thursday against Dallas, and then the Chiefs and Chargers, phenomenal Friday game.
Oh my God.
Bill. They were smart. They didn't send teams to wear green this time.
I agree.
They couldn't do that last year. You can't wear green. They're gonna get shot. Games.
Bears Vikings on Monday night is a phenomenal game too. Like good football all the way around. It's back, boys. Football's back. Let's go.
Yeah, football is fucking back. God, I'm so happy. But yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens Sunday night in Buffalo. It won't be freezing fucking cold. It's gonna be beautiful football weather. It's gonna be exciting. Before we get out of here, any last thoughts, guys? Jordan?
I'm gonna flip the script a little bit and go to college football. Death Down 95, College Park, Malik Washington. All true freshman from Spalding University, the number 5 quarterback in the 2024 class. Led the Terrapins to a big win over Florida Atlantic, and he was the Big Ten freshman of the year of the week. And I think he did something that no Terrapin quarterback's ever done as a freshman, and it's just game 1. So shout out to Malik Washington, and hopefully he decides to stay when the season's over and doesn't.
Let's hope. Fingers crossed.
He probably will transfer. I don't blame him. Wants to go to USC, get an NFL, but you know what? Terps 1-0, and Malik Washington's a homegrown talent who balled out on national television.
Dude, kid went to school right down the road from where I grew up. That's fucking awesome. That's amazing. Yeah, it's gonna be real interesting to see. NIL has just changed college football so much. Guys don't stay because they don't have to. You don't have limitations. You can just literally go to a different school and play.
It's insane. Do you think that we got the number 1 overall prospect in all of college?
Mm-hmm.
He's a 5-star gem out of St. Francis. Do we even think he's on this team as a freshman? Right now he committed. But I can see by December, he's like, you know what? I'm taking my talents to Alabama.
I will be, because I'll tell you why. Because I don't know if Maryland has the pockets these other schools have.
They probably could. They do have Under Armour in their back pocket. Now, that's going to depend. His commitment will probably depend on how Maryland is doing.
This is a year, though, where they don't play Ohio State. They don't play Penn State. They don't play Oregon. Their hardest game might be Washington. It's at home. They play Michigan at home right before Michigan plays Ohio State. Like, it's all sitting there for them. They could honestly win 8-9 games. Wouldn't be shocked. They could win. It could be this year's Indiana based on this schedule. Like, they're actually not that good, but because they haven't played anybody,
Mm-hmm.
Accidentally triple ball and win 10 games.
No, that would be absolutely stellar if that. Fuck.
They play Towson in 2 weeks.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Towson, who beat Mike Vick in Norfolk State.
When plays Towson, I laugh a little because it's like Towson, 1IA, D1AA. Like, I mean, they're studs, but it's a different ball game. Like, it's it's a different ball game. It's gonna be fun to watch for the local aesthetic of it. Towson and Maryland are two biggest schools.
They had Terrence West. I mean, every once in a while you'll get like a Joe Flacco to Delaware, and Delaware wins it all.
Mm-hmm.
But that's there's no Joe Flacco in Towson.
Yeah.
There's no Josh Allen on Wyoming this year.
Damn. Ross, you got any last thoughts, bro, before we got here?
No.
All right.
You'll have to play do the talking on Sunday night.
Yeah.
NBC. Because here's a guy.
Ross is just casually fucking drafting on a live stream. That's crazy. No, I'm excited to be back. No, it's a new season. It's been a long time coming again. Last season left a sour taste in my mouth. This season, week 1, I'm bringing Beria. We're doing Beria. I'm excited. It's going to be a great night. I'm excited. Oh, shit. But no, we'll be back next week to figure out what headline we get, whichever one of Jordan's theoretical headlines come true. But don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, we'll see you next week. Go Ravens. Sunday Night Football on NBC.